Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Sparrow Gaming. In this series, I'll be exploring games that busy gamers like you can enjoy and fit into your busy lives. The premise is pretty simple. I'll be playing a game for an hour at a time until I finish the game. And the game has to be easy to play, good for short bursts, and most importantly fun. So the first game I'll be playing is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I'll be playing on the Switch version, but this game is available to download on all major platforms, including Steam, so you could probably play this on any console that you already own. This game was a Kickstarter stretch goal to Ritual of the Night, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which was created by the former Castlevania producer Koji Igarashi. He left Konami after a long career, and I heard this is supposed to be the spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night, which was a great Castlevania game, so I'm sure a lot of people were excited to back it, so that's why they were able to meet the stretch goal. This game was created by a studio you might already know called Inti Creates. If you've never heard of them, they did create the Mega Man Zero and ZX series and also some of their own IP, so they're no strangers to side-scrolling platform games. On Metacritic, this game has a meta score of 82 and a user score of 8.5, so looks like a lot of people like it. I haven't really researched this game very much before I started playing it, so I'm really excited to try it out. According to How Long to Beat, this game is going to take around 2 hours to beat for just the main story. So this is going to be a pretty short and sweet game, hopefully give me a lot of enjoyment out of it. And I think it's a great game to start this series. So, the story, as you can see scrolling in the background here, is pretty simple. We follow a guy called Zangetsu, who is just furious at demons that gave him his powers, and he's gonna go hunt them all. So let's get started. This is stage 1. Stage 1, Moonlight Temptation. So immediately I tried to test out the controls, because the whole point of this series is to play games without looking it up. So it was easy. You get the jump button, you get the regular attack button. And here's my first encounter with enemies. Let's see how it goes. Easy enough. Everything dies in one hit, surprisingly. But maybe this is how it was in all the old Castlevania games. I really only started playing Castlevania since the Game Boy Advance one, which I think was called Circle of the Moon. So I noticed that the jump trajectory is pretty stiff in this game. I'm used to games where if you jump towards a certain direction, you could almost change directions in midair, but with this game, it's you jump towards one direction, you're kind of set. Oh, I'm just getting back into things, so it's okay if I die in the first level. So, after you die, just get back to a checkpoint. Easy enough. I heard that this game was made in 6 months, which is pretty crazy, but if they kept development pretty simple with this simplified graphics and simplified gameplay, then it sounds pretty feasible. So Zangetsu has a pretty short reach with his sword. I'm used to a lot of the Castlevania main characters starting with a whip, which has a pretty long reach, so this is pretty different. So just like most Castlevania games, you start off with a main weapon and a sub-weapon. And the sub-weapons usually a lot more useful and more powerful, so they require weapon points to use. In this case, it's no different. I have 20 weapon points, which really limits the use of my sub-weapon, which in this case is a talisman that shoots purple fire. It's pretty strong, but I just gotta rely on this puny sword for a while. Also, you'll notice that a lot of the walls in this game can be broken, and then you can find different items in it. So I found a heart, but I know that you can also find power-ups that increase your overall health and overall weapon point capacity. So it's worth keeping an eye out, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to find everything because that's a pain. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to play this for fun. And I don't think this game is so hard I have to collect all those items. So notice that the weapon that I'm using right now, the sub-weapon I'm using right now is a whip that goes 45 degrees. So you'll notice this is going to help a little later when I fight monsters and bosses coming from an angle or from the air. And you'll notice a lot of the weapons that are in this game serve some kind of purpose, like a 45-degree angle or just, going a distance. Anything is going to help compared to Zangetsu's tiny little sword. This chandelier looks really shaky. It's very obvious it's going to follow me if I pass it, so I'm just a little careful. Yep, there it goes. There we go. First time using this. Hey, pretty useful. So upcoming here is the first boss. Oh, and you know, because the music gets really serious and you see a giant fist come at you. So this is going to be our first boss. I don't really know his name, but he looks pretty cool. He looks like some kind of knight, but he's also the train. So immediately with bosses like this, you have to find what the pattern is and try to find gaps where you can actually attack. So immediately he starts to drag the staircase towards him, which means that you can probably climb it and then attack his face, which you know is the place to attack because it's brightly orange. Games never change. Anyway, the whip here comes really helpful because it's a 45-degree angle. I don't really need the staircase to hit him with the whip. So far, the pattern's super simple, easy to figure out. And that's really expected because it's the first boss. Oh, that wasn't expected. So I'm having really hard time dodging these things. I don't know if it's because of old age or I'm just not good in games in general, but I'm going to get it once, I swear. Oops. No, I didn't. Okay, moment of truth. Dodge! Yes. Alright. This is it. Last time. He's gonna die. There we go. Not bad at all. Well, okay. So, one thing to note with all the bosses in the game, it seems like after they die, they do this one crazy final attack that looks like it's gonna kill you, but it doesn't. So after you beat every boss, it seems like they give you a new character. So here is my first new character. It's Miriam. Miriam is the main character to the main game, or the sequel, or I don't know how the games are related, but Bloodstained Ritual of the Night's main character is Miriam. She is a shard binder. And as you can see from the conversation, Zangetsu is really prejudiced and wants to kill her, but it's okay. He's going to give her a chance. So the Shardbinder concept is really similar to a different Castlevania game that I played, Order of Ecclesia, something like that. It was on the DS. Her name was Shanoa. The main character takes in the abilities of the monsters she kills and is able to use that. And I think that's the same concept with Miriam. A Shardbinder is supposed to kill the monsters and bind their shards into her heart or soul or something like that, and then she can use their abilities. So you can see already concepts from Castlevania peeking into this. We got a little glimpse of her abilities here. She's able to jump higher than Zangetsu and also slide. So that will help us get items we couldn't get before and just generally be more useful than that Zangetsu guy. So I immediately noticed that there's really no downside to using Miriam versus Zangetsu because, first of all, she has a whip, which is way more useful than a sword. Has about 2-3 times the distance, and she can jump twice as high. I mean, oh, and she can also slide. So what's the point of using Zangetsu? As you'll notice from the rest of my footage here, I tried to use Miriam as much as possible because it's just so much easier to have a higher jump and further reach and a slide. So yeah, Zangetsu is only going to come out in moments where I don't need anyone but a meat shield. So here's another area where I feel like Zangetsu was going to have a harder time than Miriam. These guys are far away, so Zangetsu's sword is not going to be able to reach. So Miriam's whip comes really handy because these guys will lash out their tongues, and that's when you can hit them. And with the sword, that's gonna be hard because you're gonna get hit. The best weapon she has so far is this triple dagger that goes upwards. I mean, it takes care of these bats so easily. You're going to find that the most annoying type of enemies in this game are the ones that swoop in from the sky because it's so hard to get those angles. Oh no, here's her axe. Her axe is terrible. I mean, I don't think it has any redeeming qualities about it because it takes, what, 6 weapon points? By the time you figured out how to use it, I just wasted all my weapon points. It's so slow. It's so short in range. Just forget about it. Whenever you get that axe, just try to avoid it. If not, just deal with it until you can pick up a different weapon. So here we got our first upgrade, which is the weapon point capacity upgrade. So now we can hold up to 30 points instead of 20. So you can tell that even till now, most enemies die in one hit. It makes things really simple. Here's our second boss. This is gonna be great. Our second boss is a turtle. Oh wait, a turtle centaur. So I'm going to try to learn the pattern as fast as possible and try to overcome it. Here we go. Oh no. Alright, so we now know... I'm going to get hit by those a lot. We now know that it's going to start off with a bubble shot going forward and 45 degrees up. And then these bubbles are destroyable, so I'm going to try to pop these bubbles. Miriam's about to die, so I get my meat shield out, Zangetsu. Oh please. Please destroy these bubbles. These are stupid whip. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. I'm guessing when he does have bubbles left, if I didn't get to destroy them all, then it's going to launch them towards me, so it's in my best interest to get rid of them fast. And I'm still not able to dodge these. And these. One of these days, I'll dodge something. I dodged that at least. Okay. So he's going to repeat his pattern. He's going to pull out his bubbles. I just have to destroy his bubbles without getting hit, which is impossible for me at least. I'm sure many of you are much, much better at this than me. This slide is really helpful. Like I said, Zangetsu sucks. Miriam is Zangetsu, but much better. Okay, we now know the pattern, so it's all about me being able to dodge stuff. Okay. Nope. I'm sorry. So when you die from a boss, you get back to a checkpoint, I think 1 or 2 areas before. I guess this is just right before the boss. It's not too bad. But the problem is, if your character dies and you have multiple characters, like I have with Zangetsu and Miriam, you don't get Miriam back. You just have Zangetsu with whatever life he had left. So I have 3 health points on this character. Okay, I need to get on this ice pillar and then jump. Yes, I did it. See, I can learn. Nope, I can't dodge those ever. Those are... I can't dodge anything. Okay, when you lose both of your characters, that's when you lose life. So, you do have a lot of chances if you have more than one character. Alright, I'm back here. I just want to conserve life as much as possible before I get to the boss. So money in this game, I don't know what the point of it is. It increases your score. I guess if you're doing some kind of high score attack, but who does that these days? Alright, Turtle Centaur. Round 2. Alright, here it goes. Yes! Miriam doesn't even need ice pillars to jump on. She has such a high jump. Okay, here comes the bubbles. I'm gonna use these knives. Just watch it. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. I love this. Just gotta destroy that last one. I'm out of weapon points. Here we go. Repeating patterns. Oh, not a good idea. But you got what I was trying to do, right? Right. There we go. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I did it. I dodged those. And that. There we go. I can now die in peace. So I don't have my daggers anymore, so old-fashioned way. Slide and whip. Easy peasy. Only died once. So I'm just anticipating. Oh, yeah. That looks really painful. But you know what? I'm still alive. I think once you figure out the pattern, it's all about executing. Basically, executing what it takes to beat that pattern. So it's pretty satisfying when you're able to do it and beat the boss. Here's our third character. This is An old man named Alfred, an alchemist. Look at Zangetsu, he hates everyone. He thinks alchemists use demons or magic to fulfill their desires. Your existence is unsettling to me, but your skills are not without value. This guy's such a hypocrite. Alfred has a crappy rod, but his power relies on alchemy. So his little stick does pretty much nothing, but his alchemy is super powerful, as you can see. Stage 3, the Brilliant Void. I think I'll try using Alfred. So he has... This is awesome. And it makes him invincible. Isn't this overpowered? It's okay, I got the old man with his overpowered firewall. Yeah, whatever. Uh-oh. Gotta get closer. There. Oh! That's the first time that's happened. I'm shocked. That just makes me feel very embarrassed. Well, this place looks satanic. It's okay. They're flying pigs! When pigs fly. So it's looking grim. Let's try. I have no weapon points. I have Alfred. I have flying pigs. That's what I thought. Oh no, I have to start all the way back here. So I guess there is a punishment for dying. You just start really far back. Here we go. Satan's chamber again. With flying pigs. Yeah, avoiding that dagger now. So far, flying pigs, definitely the most terrifying thing in this game. This is straight out of Super Mario here. So yeah, the blood on those spikes tell me that if I get hit by those, I'll probably die. That's a one-hit kill. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I guess it makes sense. So I have to be really careful and not hit those spikes at any point. That was too close. What am I thinking? Whew. What is this green thing? Doppelganger. Oh no, this is like Miriam's axe. Useless. Very useless. Hey, I didn't die. Well, no, I did now. Alright, so I'm down to Miriam. 1 health. What are my chances? Maybe I can win the lottery tomorrow. That was on purpose. I just wanted to reset the status. I swear. Oh! Health upgrade. And that affects all the characters, not just one. Alright. Boss number 3. I call him Mr. Fancy Gold. But seriously, can't they just announce the name of the bosses? Okay, so the pattern for this seems to be pretty similar to the first boss. He climbed the staircase and hit his face. Oh wait, I can't jump over that. Oh, you can destroy the gold and make your own staircase. Easy enough. Yeah, I'm just using Zangetsu because I want to conserve Miriam and Alfred just in case. And he's the most dispensable here. Oh, here comes his hands. I'm guessing if I just stand still, it's gonna come down on me. Whoa! Surfing. Oh, it's a golem. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, zombie, zombie, and golem. You know, I'm not gonna bother killing that golem because I think it's gonna be crushed anyway. There we go, I knew it. And all the sound effects just are really, really satisfying. Like when this guy dies and he's puking out gold coins. Oh. So we got here our fourth and last character. His name is Dracula. No, not really. His name is Please tell me your name. So he's another Sharpbinder, just like Miriam. And you'll find out later that, oh, here we go. His name is Jeeble. You'll find that he is also in the main game, which is Ritual of the Night. But I'm not going to spoil anything because I haven't played that game either. But I do know that he's going to be a major character in that game. So our friend Jeeble here can turn into a bat. And then his main attack is shooting out 3 bats. So how is he not Dracula? Stage 4. So this game is pretty easy. I wouldn't say it's very difficult. Any difficulty that you have seen me with experience, it's not necessarily because the game is too difficult, it's because I'm not very good. But, you know, hopefully some of you out there share my pain. Jeeble here has the triple bat. It is super effective. It solves most of my problems of things coming from an upwards angle. Oh, I'm going to try flying. This is gonna be great. I'm going to turn into a bat, and it's gonna be awesome. No, that wasn't awesome. Now I can't get over that big chasm. I should have just floated forward instead of trying to be fancy. Please! Please stop putting floating heads into these games. Into any Castlevania games or anything similar. They're so annoying. I have played a lot of Castlevania games in my time. I think I mentioned the first Castlevania game I ever played was on the original Game Boy Advance, which was Circle of the Moon. Honestly, Dawn of Sorrow, my favorite one by far. It had the best story, it had the best characters, it had the best music. Order of Ecclesia was just a lot more polished, but you know, it lacked a lot of the charm that the campy Dawn of Sorrows had. Couldn't really get attached to any of the characters. But, you know, Soma, that's my man. So far, I got Jeeble. I wanted to use him, and this whole stage, he's just been dead. Oh gosh. I'm just panicking and switching characters to get Alfred. I'm just gonna firewall my way through this, because what else can I do? Oh, this is where I need my fellow bat friend Jeeble to fly through. But I got him killed within 5 minutes of starting the stage, so time to find another way. So it looks like there's always an alternative route, so it's not too bad. So I just have to slide through this with Miriam. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a bunch of axe throwers. This is just like playing Super Mario Brothers and going against a whole bunch of Hammer Bros. Hey, there's another weapon point capacity increase item. Now I have 40 weapon points. This should help. That's completely random, but I'll take it. These frogs seem pretty nimble, and in this game the nimble enemies are the worst. Come on! Nope! Come on! Get out of here. Oh, here we go. Final boss. Because I'm running out of time. We're at a little over 51 minutes. We're gonna do this. Beat this in 9 minutes because definitely that's not gonna be a problem. So this boss is a two-headed purple dragon. Let's see what they do. Okay, the top one shoots a slow ball of energy, and the bottom one will shoot a flamethrower. Okay, it's not too bad. So I guess the key is hop over the energy balls, and then whack away at him, and then run back to a save point. Okay, easy pattern. Especially Miriam has such high jump. All these obstacles are pretty much no problem. I got this. Oh, the bottom one's dead. Now just the top one's left. Which means I can just probably stay on the right side whack away at him, and then just lure the energy balls and hop over it, and then stay on the right side and keep whacking at him. Pretty easy once you take out the bottom guy. Got it. Second one down. So let's see what happens next. Okay. He moves away. And... okay. This is a little scary. Okay, he's coming from the left. Gonna try to whack away at him. It's just one head now. Oh. Of course. And I'm guessing the spikes will... yep, spikes will come up right after. I have no idea why I'm using this old guy. Oh yeah, everyone's about to die. It's okay, I got Miriam here. She got plenty of health. I got the pattern down. Just have to make sure I don't get hit by the spikes every time it comes up. And of course I get hit. Alright, come on. No, why did I do that? Okay, it's getting dangerously close. But pattern's pretty simple. I just have to not mess up. It's all good. Oh, I don't even have to duck. I made this so much harder on myself. Why am I ducking? Why am I still ducking? The problem is, I only have 2 characters and they're pretty low on health, so... as long as I don't mess up, I should be able to do it, but... I'm stuck with this terrible character in Zangetsu. But I can do this. It's no problem. This makes it a little more difficult, but I like the challenge. Okay. At least for the bottom one. I don't know how I'm gonna hit the top one with that. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's useless. Okay, the lower jump really makes it harder to dodge these. Okay. And I don't have the range to whack away at the bottom one after dodging the energy balls, so kind of have to rely on the talisman fireballs here. But it does hit, I think, 4 times at once. It's pretty nice. Definitely faster than the whip. Yeah, the bottom one's gone. Okay. Now I just have to lure these energy balls away. And then... yeah, I'm able to reach it at least. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit. Wouldn't that be nice? You know, I think this boss is even easier than the second... The Turtle Centaur. The water boss. Definitely easier than that. Because I have no range and I have very little height in my jump, I can barely get 2 hits and... oh, never mind, I got 3 hits. Okay, this is a moment of truth. I just have to watch out, really, for the spikes coming from the bottom. And I know now that I don't have to duck, so it's not going to be that hard, right? Okay. Oh, that's a waste. Okay. Whack. Oh, wow, that's really effective. I don't know why I'm still ducking. Okay, perfect. Not gonna get hit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beat this guy without getting hit. Yeah. Fireball, whack. I think I have enough for one more fireball. Let's do it. Oh. Hey, there we go. I was able to beat him without getting hit. And guess what? It's just under an hour. Perfect timing too. I kind of feel bad for crapping on this guy for the last hour. And there we have it. This has been the first hour of Spare Hour Gaming with Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. You know, I really didn't know what to expect going into this game, but I honestly had a blast the whole way through. The gameplay is unmistakably a Castlevania game at the core, and I've been playing Castlevania games since I was in elementary school, so I absolutely love the feel of this game. I think this game is extremely easy to pick up and play. I was able to figure out the controls within the first few seconds, so I'm sure a lot of you who've ever gamed before can easily pick this game up. The music was super catchy, and I found myself humming along the whole time I was playing. Well, so in the first hour playing this game, I was able to beat 4 stages, each with their own quirky bosses, and die 11 times in various embarrassing ways. I think that a lot of you can probably do better than me, but maybe there are some people worse than me, I don't know. I hope so. It makes me feel better. Anyway, in my next spare hour, I'll pick things back up and try my best to finish this game, and I hope you'll join me as well next time. for now, it's time for me to